I may be sick, but time and Harry Potter waits for no one. So grab yourself a cup of tea and let's talk about the brand new Harry Potter TV series that has just been announced by HBO Max, who are a partner of Warner Brothers. So the trailer dropped yesterday. So let's have a watch of it. I screen recorded it, so hopefully I won't get copyrighted for this. I really don't know. But we have Hedwig's theme. I'm so excited. So a new original series. We have the candles, the floating candles. I'm gonna hopefully pop it here, so let me move over a little bit. And they sort of like zoom in or out, I don't know which way it's zooming, to form Harry Potter. And then in the background we have Hogwarts, and it's going to be a Max original. They're going to be making like a new company, Max original, and it says Max has ordered the first ever Harry Potter scripted television series, a faithful adaptation of the iconic books. Okay, let's talk about it. So first of all, let me get out my notes because I've made notes. So I first saw this, someone, I can't even remember who, posted the Instagram story like reposting the reel, and that was where I first saw it. And then I got an email from the Harry Potter fan club, and that was where I got the proper article. So from the trailer, my first thoughts were actually excitement. Hedwig's theme always gives me so much excitement and joy, and also the fact that it's actually Hogwarts. Like, it wasn't just Harry Potter, like they used Hogwarts, which makes me hopeful that they are still going to be using the castle rather than remaking Hogwarts. And I'll get onto my concerns once I've gone through what they said in the article. But one of my concerns was that they were going to remake Hogwarts, remake everything that we know to be iconic and wonderful, and turn it into something like new. And from the look of this castle, I'm hoping that they're not going to do that. The fact they're using music from the films makes me feel like it is going to be very much, it is going to be like a redo, like a recast, but I think there's going to be a lot of nods to the films, or that's what I'm hoping for anyway. So from the article, which I won't read full, but I'll link it in the description below if you want to read it, there's going to be 7 series, 1 of each book, so it's going to be a lot of detail. Now, J.K. Rowling is the executive producer, and no matter what you think about her personal views, I'm very happy that the author of the series is going to be working on the TV series, because I feel like J.K. Rowling will fight for her books. And the fact that everything will have to go through her, she will okay what happens, does make me a little bit more hopeful that it's going to be very true to the books. So it's going to be launching on HBO, which is then going to become Max very soon. So it's currently called HBO Max, it's just going to be Max, which is a company of Warner Brothers. Now, it's not currently available in the UK, which is a bit of a red flag. The fact that it's supposedly this is meant to be a British thing, but it's not available in the UK. But they have said in the article that it will be in the future available in all territories and all countries, so that is hopeful. So there's going to be a new cast. But, and this is a direct quote, there's going to be dramatic locations we have loved for over 25 years. So I'm hoping, like I said from the trailer, that it's going to be the same Hogwarts, the same Diagon Alley. Maybe obviously they'll add in new themes, they'll update it, they will add in new shops, and they'll have to, because there's scenes that we've not seen on screen. Try saying that 5 times fast. So they're going to have to add those in. And another quote that I've seen is authentic to the original, so I'm hoping that it will be really based off the books. Those are all the facts, all the things that we know. So my thoughts then, I've got some positive and exciting thoughts, and then some more cautious thoughts. So my positive and exciting thoughts, you know, this is brand new Harry Potter. I mean, it is obviously based on the same books, and I kind of wish they'd done like a new series, maybe like a Marauders or Founders series, but you know, we're going to get so much more detail that wasn't already there. We're going to see things like Winky, we're going to see some Mungos, where, you know, as I listen to the audiobooks all the time, that is probably the main way I consume Harry Potter content nowadays, and there's so many scenes in the books, even the first chapter of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, where Mr. Dursley has a full day of work at Grunnings, and he speaks to wizards, and he accidentally knocks over someone, and he sees them outside the bakery, and he thinks they're like collecting for charity. We don't see any of that, and just the thought that we might get that in a TV series is so exciting. And one of my favourite chapters, I quite often listen to Harry Potter to fall asleep to. I listened to that chapter, I listened to Harry going to Diagon Alley in Philosopher's Stone, and the last chapter I listened to going to sleep to is Harry in Prisoner of Azkaban when he's in Diagon Alley for those 2 weeks between being kicked out of the Dursleys or leaving the Dursleys and then going to Hogwarts. We don't see any of that in the film. Any of it, and it's one of my favourite chapters. It's where we see Dean and we see Seamus in Diagon Alley, we see Harry obviously and Neville, and Harry gets scared of Neville's grandmother because obviously Harry pretended to be Neville whilst on the night bus, which again is a detail that didn't make it to the films. We see Harry going to Florian Fortescue's, and I'd love to see Florian Fortescue apparently knows loads about medieval witch hunting. Do we get that interaction? We then have the original like Crookshank scene where he jumps onto Ron's head and we get to see the inside of the magical pet shop. Like, are we going to see all of that? And you know, you're getting a chance to like re-explore Hogwarts with the updated CGI that they just didn't have 25 years ago. I am excited for that. But now what I'm cautious about, now as I was talking about like those scenes just then that I got really excited about, in my head I had Dan, Emma and Rupert as my Harry, Ron and Hermione, and I think having new actors is going to be difficult. Just, you know, these books mean so much to me, so when I say difficult, like you know, they mean the world to me. And these films, you know, I watch them all the time, so you know, it will be a bit of a change. But I think, I was thinking about this, you know, in Britain we're used to things like Doctor Who, where the Doctor regenerates and becomes a new Doctor, and everyone has their favourite Doctor. You know, mine is Matt Smith. I also love David Tennant, but some people might love Peter Capaldi, or some people love Chris Eccleston, you know, and they play the same character but they bring their own flair to it, and I'm sort of hoping we get that where both can coexist. But I want the cast to be British, and that's another reason why I'm glad that J.K. Rowling's doing it, is that I feel like she will want it to be British. So hopefully we'll get a British cast. Another caution that I have, and you know, from seeing what has been in the trailer, what has been in the articles, and also how much money Warner Brothers have recently spent on like the new studios in Tokyo and also like Orlando bringing out new merch all the time, I was originally worried that they would make new sets, so like change the common rooms, change Hogwarts, change the Hogwarts Express. I don't see why they would, because I think those are pretty perfect anyway. But would they then like tear down Orlando and put on like the new Hogwarts? I don't know. That is a worry that I have, because I feel like then it's, I feel like as a big corporation they could like force people to want to choose the TV series over the films, if, you know, because they can force us to, you know, they could take away all the merchandise essentially for the original films. So that's sort of like kind of a worry, but I don't know, just a, I'm thinking they won't, because I think it would be a really rubbish financial move considering they put so much money into Harry Potter. It would take so much time, money and effort to tear it down and start anew. Also, I feel like from that article it does say dramatic locations we have loved for over 25 years, so I feel like they're probably not, and I really hope they're not, but we shall see. Similarly to that, will there be new props, new wands, new uniforms? I feel like the uniforms are pretty perfect, apart from obviously Ravenclaw. I hope that they change that around and then we can get both the blue and bronze and blue and silver, and also having it as an eagle then a raven, obviously that's a big book point. Are they going to be like, is Harry going to have a new wand, or are they going to reuse the Harry wand that we have? Like, what are they going to do with that? That is quite exciting, I think, but I don't want them to, like I said, re-change everything to the TV series and then you can no longer buy the originals or the movies. That's what they're going to be called, isn't it? The originals. My last concern is about the cast, and I've touched on this briefly already. Harry Potter is so quintessentially British. There's so much stuff in there that is so British and Britishismed, and I don't want it to be Americanized. And I know that might sound bad, and if you are American, it's not any offense, I just think it is a British program, a British book, and there's so much in there that is so stereotypical that it should be in there. But also I want them to do things like 90s, like in Order of the Phoenix there's a scene where I think it's Parvati who takes a butterfly clip out of her hair. Like, I want that in there because it didn't feel very 90s. And you know, are they gonna like gender swap any characters? Is it gonna be cast based on, you know, how they look in the books? Like, how is it going to be done? My dream honestly would be an animated series where they can do it perfectly and exactly how it would be. I think it is going to be live action. I don't think it will be animated, but I would love to have an animated series. Yeah, That would be what I would personally love, just because you can do anything you want in animation. There's no restrictions by logic and physics, you know. But also things like props, like I'm wearing this t-shirt which I think is from Geek Gear, I'm not sure, but we have like the Mirror of Erised over here. Like, will that change? I don't think they could change chest, but will they change like what the flying key looks like? What's this one? Devil's Snare, Fluffy. Obviously you can't change a three-headed dog, but like they could change his colour, they could make him like a golden lab or something. Like, will they change that? How much is going to stay? How much is going to change? And, you know, overall I'm nervous and skeptical, because I'm one of those people that's like, I won't get excited about it and then I'll be pleasantly surprised, but I am allowing myself to get a little bit excited about it. Like I said, I'm kind of relieved that J.K. Rowling is involved, no matter what you think about her politically. I do think she's going to fight for her books and stories, and I do think Warner Brothers will as well, because Warner Brothers have been invested in this for nearly 25 years. I think it would be a mistake for them to drastically change things like Hogwarts, like the Hogwarts Express. Even like number 4 Privet Drive, they might have a different house, but it needs to be that stereotypical British house, because that's the point. The point is that the Dursleys want to fit in. So when Hogwarts Legacy was first announced, I was like, I'm not going to play it. I don't want a new Hogwarts. I just want like Harry Potter. Like, I don't want anything else. I've now spent over 50 hours on the game, and my opinion on that has changed, but it changed after like it all come out and I'd actually started playing it, and I think that might be the same for me. I'm really skeptical. I'm excited but not, but I can't see any other actors playing the characters. I think we're just gonna have to see what they do with that. Nothing will ever replace the films, and I think even with like the studio tour, they can add stuff on. We know that they can add stuff on. They can add stuff on to Orlando. I mean, I don't know how much because I don't really know the geography of it, but you know, we don't have to have one or the other, and I hope Warner Brothers knows that and doesn't try to make us all go in the direction of the TV series. It does feel like a bit of a cash grab, so I'm really hoping that they will keep both, because I do think there's going to be a lot of fans who are not on board for this and who just want the originals, and if it was going to be a TV series, want it to be something new. You know, whether that's Marauders, the founders of Hogwarts, Tom Riddle's days as a student, really like dark arts like TV series, or the Reverse Wizarding War. I mean, one other thing is that they've not finished Fantastic Beasts, and this is Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers have not finished Fantastic Beasts. That is really gutting, and that's why another reason why I'm quite cautious is that I feel like they could do a couple of really good series of Harry Potter and then cancel it. So I don't know. I really don't know. I think this is like a way to like reboost love in Harry Potter, and with Hogwarts Legacy that's been everywhere, so popular, and I don't want to get my hopes up too high, like I've said, but I also want to get them up really high because I do think it will be amazing, or could be amazing. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below, because I would really love to know your thoughts. I have a lot of different ones, and to be honest, I just wanted to make this video to get my thoughts out there, because all I've been thinking about for the last like 24 hours when this was announced is this TV series. Like, what's gonna happen? What's it gonna be like? Are they gonna change it? Are we gonna lose our Hogwarts? Are we gonna, like, what is gonna happen? So let me know your thoughts. I'm really interested in them. If you like this video, it was a bit of a mismatch, but if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. Speaking of Hogwarts, I'm actually returning to the Harry Potter Warner Brothers studio tour in May, in like 2-3 weeks. I'm so excited, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my vlogs and hauls and things that come from that adventure. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna go drink my tea because I spoke so fast I literally didn't have time to drink it at all. Oh, so many thoughts. So many thoughts. But have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon for a new video. Bye!